Welcome to another episode of Journey Towards Freedom. Let's continue our little series Building NPC and the topics about school, how school is bad for us, for our children, for future generations. So today's concept I would like to talk about is that schools claims that it is trying to level the playing field for every student, giving opportunities for you to learn, to grow, and be able to compete with others on an equal ground, on an equal level. Well, it's all very nice and very colorful words they use, but in reality, it's hardly ever done. I mean, how could you, let's say, try to level people up? If there are some children in the class and you want to make everyone understand a given concept. In order to go from one class to another, you have to understand this given concept, and then you can move forward because you understood it, can apply it in practice. So now, if you want to make everyone equal opportunities to end the school, finish the school, make a graduation, what can you do? How can you make that the children that are a little bit slower in taking this information from given subject, what can you do to make them also pass from one class to another? Well, is school helping by, increasing their time, their ability, helping those that are doing a little bit worse by trying to level them up, or is just trying to level the playing field by leveling everything down, leveling down the requirements? Because in most cases, from what I see at least in Poland, it's ending in the worse and worse education system. It's only leveling down the requirements so that we can make more children pass from class to class to go and then they graduate. Even now, currently, when I was studying and going to college, engineering degree, the first step of degree is pretty much worthless. Almost everyone now have it. So what's the point of going to the college, trying to finish the engineering studies when it's almost like a requirement? It's no longer a bonus, but it's a requirement, since now everyone have it. And for simple jobs, now they require it. Okay, the system trying to convince you that they are helping children. Let's say you're a basic student, a pretty one that is, a mediocre one. You're not really talented in any field, but you're not bad in the other subjects. So you're just like a very average person. Does school give you the opportunity for a development? Do teachers really find, okay, there we have a lot of average children in our class. Let's help them get a little bit better. Let's help them go to the one that are a little bit talented. How we can achieve this? Usually they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. Why do they do it? Because it's a lot of work, a lot of effort that is required to push those average people into higher standards, to let them understand it a little bit better. Usually just a child is classified by the teachers as either in the given subject as an average, a stupid, or a genius, talented genius person. And mostly teachers don't even focus on those that are average. They are not the smartest, but they will pass without any problem, so we don't have to care about them. We care about the geniuses and the talented children, because they can help make our school more profitable, better known amongst other schools, that we have so many geniuses that we actually created those geniuses. And in order to make parents bring their children to our school, we also need to make every student pass as much as possible. So we take care of those that are on the lower side, so they can be pushed at least so they can pass. We don't care about them going into understanding really the subject, the topic, just barely enough so they can, be passed from class to class. But we don't change any mentality about them. Unless they show their own effort in their own free time, they try to learn, understand, and grow better. But still, usually it's just like an exception from the typical, and the teachers will be like, whoa, so you actually can learn something. Well, isn't that the point of the teacher, to actually teach and find different solutions, different ways to teach and educate children so they can all learn and grow? There is also a concept that if you don't pass given subjects or subject, you repeat a year. And then, in our mind, it is considered as a tragedy. We consider this as a worst case scenario that can happen. That our child or we, if we are a student, we will lose 1 year and we will have to repeat the whole year. At least in Poland, you don't even repeat the few subjects you have failed at. Maybe you have failed only on one subject, but you still have to go and repeat and waste all year just to fix the one subject. And they won't pass you on the subjects you have already done, the materials. No, you have to repeat them as well. Waste 1 whole year. So instead of doing that, you would really go that if someone doesn't understand, he has to repeat a year, there would be statistics show that education system isn't working. We have a lot of children that don't pass from class to class. They are repeating a year over and over again. So what we do? Well, it's just easier to level everything down. Then from statistics, it looks perfectly like that. It looks perfectly that school is doing its job. It's educating children and making them grow to be an educated adults. But this is only on the paper. This is not happening in the reality. Take me as an example. And I remember in my first junior school, we had a recitation competitions. I was quite into it in my early stages of education. So I applied to this competition. I wanted to found some kind of the poem. I wanted to go enter this recitation competition. But do you think the teacher actually helped me prepare my poem and how to properly say it, intonate it? God, no, forbid. Maybe 1 week before the competition started, she more like not asked, even ordered me to present to the whole class what I have done with this given piece of art, how good I am at the recitation. Well, as you can already see, the outcome was that I had a lot of mistakes, a lot of things to improve. There were a lot of places I could improve, I could get better, but she didn't have enough time, she didn't care enough for me so that I could actually have time. And she didn't put any effort to, I don't know, let me go after class or I will stay on the breaks and recitate to her so that she can give me some kind of the feedback and I can then learn it from this. The only person from our other class that was willing to enter this recitation competition was trained and helped by the parents. So his skills were way above mine because their parents, his father was actually good at recitation. He helped him fix all these errors, how to properly recitate, how to intonate exactly, and we cannot. So now we can ask, is school really trying to level the playing field for us, for those that even have the will to learn and educate something? God, no. Unless you take it on yourself or find some, your parents are willing to help you, most teachers won't be willing to do anything for you. They just don't care. Unless you are, of course, very good at this, then maybe they will find you because this will be profitable for them. Unless it's not profitable, they judge that you may or may not be, I don't know, ending this competition somewhere in the mid-low level, maybe don't even go to a next stage. So they don't even bother with you, with helping you get better. Who knows, maybe in a few years I will be getting much, much better at this. Even now, in Poland, there is almost no teaching about how to deliver a speech. Barely any person is able to deliver a speech that will be fascinating. We don't have such education or even opportunities in school. Barely have anything that we go on and create speech, a presentation about something, then deliver a speech on this topic. It's always teacher telling us what to do. If parents won't help, the school won't do it either. There's no way. So they are not helping. Another example is the physical education. Okay, I could talk about this for ages, but let's focus on the simple stuff. How does the physical education lessons usually work out? The teacher sits on the bench, toss you a ball, and go play for 40 minutes. And they don't give a damn if you play good, bad, if you understand it, if you're willing to even learn. We've been playing basketball, football, volleyball, other stuff. But do you think who were playing best? Those that actually were either talented in or put some kind of effort outside of the school in order to learn this? I always were more fan of the volleyball than football, but still, when playing football, I would love if someone teach me how to correctly take a ball, how to pass it, how to shoot with a ball. Same with volleyball, how to pass the ball with the underhand, with the overhand, how to strike. Think that I was ever taught this? No way. If I have no talent for sport, it's over. People say it's over for me. I cannot even play this sport anymore because no one is willing to teach me. You think the general physics is even better? Oh well, most of teachers have so big belly that they will be barely able to do a push-up. They are so overweight. They are trying to set up a good standard what physical education can do to you if they all look like they haven't touched physical education for years. And we ignore, again, those that are average and not good, and we only support those that are really talented. That can promote the school, make school more famous in the area, so that parents will bring their children to their school and not to the competition school. Who knows? Maybe if we took care about those average children and, for example, teach them how to properly play volleyball, we could have even better, more players. Those talented will also have better chances to train during school times. Doesn't matter. If you may not achieve top tier, will not be taken into the national team in the volleyball, in the football, basketball, still can have a lot of fun and still grow yourself from your basic initial point to something better. I, for example, in the football or basketball, I never reached anything better than I started with when entering the school. I always almost stay on the same level unless I put effort outside of school, playing with friends on the field or going to some kind of the private lessons if I had a chance for this. So school never helped me get better at any of the sports. Doesn't matter if we are equal or no, because we are not equal in terms of our predispositions. No matter how much, for example, I try, I can never compete in a strongman competitions. I can never enter the strongman competitions. Sure, maybe with enough steroids and some illegal drugs, I could be a little bit more buff up, but the tests before the competition would just deny me entry because I would be using illegal substances to grow such a muscle, such a strength. There are some things that I am not able to do. I can still learn and grow and be better and be stronger than I am right now. I can still, same with the other topics. I'm not maybe good at math now, but I can be better at math or, I don't know, given language, history, arts. Yeah, we're speaking about arts. You think any teacher give a damn about teaching me how to properly draw or how to paint? No way. We had just lessons, we had to draw or paint something, and they were giving grades about how talented we are. No, the children that were talented, they were giving 5s and 5, 6, maybe 4s. And we who had no prior knowledge or any visible talent at drawing, were just giving 2, 3s, sometimes 4, if the teacher had a good mood. Do you think I was, I don't know, taught how to hold a pencil better, how to use the brush a little bit better, how to simulate something? If I were to do it, maybe I could get better at drawings and paintings. But I would have to, again, go outside of the school to learn this. Go outside and find some tutorials, maybe on the internet or just face-to-face tutorials, and I could get a little bit better. Maybe I could go buy some books. Not even matter. So school is only focusing on the promoting those children that are talented, usually with science and sports. They don't care about the artists, because you really can't compete in the arts. How can you compare different, someone who creates a book? It's really hard to make a competition based on it. Even if a child has a will to grow, to bring himself to another level, there is no will, no one wants to help from the school perspective. They are not willing to help you. They want to be with you if you are successful one. If you are going to receive some success, they will be with you, telling you, yeah, it's our job, we helped this particular child. But it's bullshit. There's never way for a poor child from a poor family to reach the same level of the rich one. No matter how much you try, you won't be able to reach the same level. They're just the difference is enormous, and the school isn't even helping with this. They're not even trying to cover for this. Let's talk about the foreign language. At least from my perspective, that I observed in Polish schools, people that started on a basic level in foreign language in their junior school, they were still going into basic level of this foreign language even in the high school. 12 years of education of this foreign language, and they are still on the same basic level, but already able to communicate with you. And the rich people go to courses. They pay money for some kind of additional education to get it 2-3 times a week to learn this for foreign language. And they are getting better and better at this. While those at public schools, I don't know, they're probably wasting their time, because it looks like the teachers that teach in public schools the foreign languages are a total failure, because they can make people go even from one school to another. When they go from junior school to junior high school to high school, they are still on the same basic level of understanding of this foreign language. They are barely able to read, to speak, to listen, even write. From all this, it looks like that school is only training the mind as followers. They're never trying to educate you in any other way. And it then results in people being afraid to change something in their adulthood. Let's say you want to change job to another. People are afraid to change from one job to another because they're afraid that they won't be able to learn the material required for this another job to meet the requirements. Because that's what the traumas they have from school, that if they are not good at something from the start, they will never be able to learn and understand the given subject, given topic. Which is total bullshit. If you put an effort, you can learn in your own pace. You have the opportunity, at least, to try to learn to understand it. And with time, more and more things will be easier for you. You can learn a lot of stuff, not everything. There are some, of course, limitations, mostly physical, but you can still learn a lot of stuff if you put in an effort at your own pace. Everyone has its own pace learning different stuff. Some people are more keen and are faster in learning how to drive, how to operate, how to some kind of doing engineering. Some others are better in science, some are better in art. Does it matter that ones are better than the others? Of course not. This is just way. This is just how people are. They have different predispositions, but it doesn't matter that they can't learn from other subjects outside of their preferred one. See, my goal here is to teach you how to get closer to freedom, how to understand objective morality, natural law. It's not something. This moral concept is available for all, for every human being to be understand and applied in practice. There's almost no human being that is not, some kind of the brain damage that is not able to understand the basic concept of objective morality and natural law. and how to get closer to freedom. It's either they are traumatized that learning this will require a lot of effort and they will never reach it because school told them that they are just average or below average students, so they have no chance. They won't even attempt it because they feel that they are not good enough. While everyone is suited to understand and learn this. This is not rocket science. This is some kind of very basic stuff. And every normal person can learn this. And take this opportunity to learn, to grow, to understand a little bit more. And start your journey towards freedom. Go on, move closer with each step in your own pace. Go on, learn how to get closer to freedom. There's no set time that you have to learn and understand objective morality in, 3, 4, 5 months. You have your whole life to learn and understand. And that's all for today. Hope you found this video entertaining. I'm Arek, and you can always come visit my other materials at tridentoffreedom.com. And I see you in another episode. Take care.